Okay, so it's just in about a couple of minutes ago, probably about 10 or 15 minutes ago, that Dr. Conrad Murray was found guilty for manslaughter, the death of Michael Jackson. Now, I agree. He should have been found guilty, should get his license taken away, and should be thrown into jail, prison, or whatever the fact may be. But the part that bothered me the most, now trust me, I'm one of the biggest Michael Jackson fans ever. No, I didn't dress like him. No, I didn't get, you know, certain things done to my body parts to look like him. No, I've never been to a concert. No, I'm not a stand of his, but I am a big fan. I've followed him since I was young. Um, but the thing that bothered me is that I was on Twitter, which you can follow me at This Is Mac. I was on Twitter, and everyone kept saying, "Yes, justice for Michael, justice for Michael Jackson," and "Yes, I'm crying." And I'm thinking, why are people crying, and why are people saying this is justice for Michael? Now, even though I'm a big fan, I don't like to rain on people's parade, but I also look at the facts. And the facts is, Dr. Conrad was not against Michael. Dr. Murray was not, uh, he wasn't trying to kill Michael. Dr. Murray was basically trying to get paid and hoping that Michael don't die, you know, going around with that. But he also knew that it would happen eventually. Of course, he knew that because he had so much, he was covering up so fast. So it was a worry that he had in his mind. You can tell he had this in his mind plenty of times. But Michael had a condition where he had so much pain in his bones and his joints that he just couldn't bear. And we all know he was addicted to painkillers and smoking marijuana at some point. And Michael couldn't sleep due to the pain. Michael knew what he was doing was dangerous and it was life risking. Dr. Conrad knew the same thing, but Michael had money. So Michael offered money to a doctor, and the doctor just couldn't resist. Now, it's sad, but we have people in this world that's like that. We know it could kill you. We know you're the biggest pop star, music star, artist ever in the fucking universe. We know this. You got the money. How can you say no? You have some people like that. Dr. Conrad was a big fan of Michael's as well. So, he was caught in a moment. I'm not defending him at all. I'm not defending him. It was still wrong. But if you look at it, he wasn't trying to kill Michael. They were partner in crimes. Michael was killing himself, and Dr. Conrad was helping him. It's wrong. It's bad. It's sad, but it's the truth. So, but what I also notice about people is that we always try to find something to make something feel better. Michael's gone, he's dead, can't bring him back. Now we feel that it's justice because the doctor who helped him do what he wanted to do get locked up. It's not justice, it's fair, but it's not justice. You know, in some sort it means the same, but I think it's fair because he was helping him do it. I wouldn't want to say, hey, he killed Michael. Since Michael's already dead and he's the partner in crime, we can't blame Michael because Michael's already gone. Michael paid his debts. This is something Michael done. This is something that Michael paid to happen to do. He just didn't know it was going to lead to this, but he knew it could lead to this. And he died from it, you know? And now you have a doctor out there who basically like, damn, I knew this was going to happen. Fuck, why didn't I stop when I had the chance? You know, but it's happened. It's done already, you know. And he tried to cover it up because he knew he would go to prison for that. You know, get his license taken away and everything. So, you know, like I said, everything went great to plan. You know, he's getting locked up. He's going to prison for a while. Good, perfect. But that is not justice. Let's stop saying justice, okay? He's locked up. We're happy that since he did his part in the death of Michael, now he's going to get served. I am happy for that part, but it's not justice for Michael. Y'all acting like these two was enemies. Y'all acting like he murdered him, like he did it on purpose, or he, you know, hey, Michael, I'm gonna kill you today, and then try to get away with it. No, they've been doing everything they've been doing since Michael. Well, before Michael died, the day of Michael's death, they've been doing that same routine every night. Same routine. So, you know, and it just so happens the last time it happened was the last time it was happening. So you can't blame him. I mean, you can't. I'll put it like this: you can't blame him more than you blame Michael. Michael paid for this. Michael needed more. You know what I mean? And Michael was a good guy or whatever, but he had his demons. And I didn't believe in the child molestation stuff. I didn't believe in all that. So I'm not even going to say, that was one of his demons, because I just think that was something that the media made up because Michael, always liked to ignore the media. But his demon here was, being addicted to painkillers. He loved getting high, and he wanted to sleep with less pain. And he found something that can actually do that. So that's all I'm saying, y'all. You know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not against him dying. I mean, not against him dying. I am against him dying. I wish he never, went this route. But I'm not against, you know, uh, Conrad going to prison. I'm not against that. He does deserve to go. But, you know, it's not justice. It's not justice for Michael. So anyway, y'all leave comments. Let me know what y'all think. I'm really not being an ass right now. This is just what I truly thought. I was happy. I was like, yes, he's going to jail. Good. Because Michael paid, his life in what you two were doing, and you are still alive, so you have to pay something. And he's going to prison, and he loses his license, his doctor's license, his medical license, which, okay, what I'm saying? That was his career. So if he get out of jail, license is gone, which is, like I said, it's a good thing. So let's just hope that, we can let's just take that and leave it as it is. Let's not make it over exaggerating. Let's not say it's justice. Let's not say, Michael is happy now. Michael's probably smiling in his grave. Michael was mad when this guy didn't want to do the procedures. Michael was making, he was making more money offers to him when he thought it was a bad idea. So stop making it look like Michael is looking down and smiling. Michael's not doing that. That was his partner in crime. It's sad, but it's true. So anyway, y'all go ahead, leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Um, Subscribe to my page. And like I said, follow me on Twitter at ThisIsMac. Alright, love y'all. Y'all be cool out there. By the way, rest in peace, Michael. Still miss you though.